Assalamu Alaikum everyone, welcome back to another video. I hope you're having a wonderful day. One of the things that I've done so far since I've started this whole YouTube thing is to share my journey. Every single week I show you whether we are up, down, what I'm buying, what I'm selling, what I'm doing with my investment and so on. Always explain if I've sold something, why I have, if I buy new stock, why I bought the new stock and so on. And I'm going to continue doing that, inshallah, because that's the whole reason that I started this whole YouTube thing, just to share my journey. And I hope and pray that you are actually using some of this information to kind of help you, of course, build your own wealth, because that's what we're after. We're not after just to make a quick, dollar, whatever, pound, and then just sell everything and then just buy again and sell it. We want to build a generational wealth. What that means to me is that you hopefully build a portfolio big enough to look after yourself and your family in the future, inshallah. Okay, because remember, you're working hard, you're paying, you're getting paid every single month, and you want to be able to save some of that money and invest it. So hopefully you can have an early retirement if that's what you want to do, or you can buy luxury things if that's what you're after. Whatever it is that you're after financially, even if it's just that financial freedom, meaning that you wake up every single morning without having to put a suit on and go to work and so on. You can invest, you can spend a bit more time with your family. You can go to the mosque if that's what you need to, and so on. That's basically the reason that I've been sharing this. So hopefully you can build your generational wealth and so on. So what I would like to do today is just share with you guys the watch list. So normally what I like to do is every 3 months I do update my watch list, and then I share it with you guys. And then for the following 3 months, I try to buy stocks down that watch list if they hit the price targets that I need. And it's not just there's basically a system behind it. It's not just I decided, oh, by the way, I'm just going to buy this and this and this. And I'm going to share that with you first. But before we do all of this, and also there's one more thing I want to talk about. I'm going to show you my own watch list, and I've created now, the community have asked me to create a watch list that they can use as well. So what I've done is I put together all the stocks that they've requested and their prices and so on. So I will share that with you. So both UK and US stock watch list. So I'll share that with them on the Patreon account, on the Discord. Talking about the Patreon account, if you haven't joined us yet, please do so, because it definitely helps the channel. You get access to all the things that are here, including the Sharia compliant investing ebook, as well as the daily watch list, which I've just created, and I'm going to share this with them by the end of this video. As soon as before I release this video, I will be adding the daily watch list. You also already have the stock watch list that you can use on your own, but this one is up-to-date information that I put together using different websites like Morningstar and Seeking Alpha subscription side, and I put it together so I can share that with the community, inshallah. And then what I'm planning to do, inshallah, moving forward is, if anyone asks is there any specific stock and that they would like to add to it, then I will add that as well. So that's why it's called daily watch list, basically, for the US and the UK. So they can ask any company, and then inshallah I will add for them. And if you want to join us, please do so. And then you can join our Discord, where, to be honest, there's still amazing discussions happening so far, and without my input. So people are sharing all sorts of amazing, their investment philosophies, things that they're doing, things they're buying, things they're selling, the reasons behind it, what is Sharia compliant, what is not, what they feel comfortable about it, and so on. And at the same time, they're helping each other. And that's basically, I contribute as much as I can, but that's a platform for everybody else to kind of, for our community, basically, inshallah. Right, so I'm gonna talk about now the reasons why I actually have these companies in this watch list. Okay, when you look at my portfolio right now, as you can see here, I've got about 23% of my portfolio is right now on basically just information technology. That's all the tech companies. Then you've got industrials, about 23. I've been buying industrials heavily when they were down quite a bit, and now it's even down more. Healthcare is the next one, 15%. Then consumer staples, financials, materials, consumer discretionary, and real estate. I don't have any utility companies because a lot of these companies have a very high levels of debt. The business side of it is okay, but the level of debt is high. So for interest-bearing debt and things like that, very, very high. Energy, I don't have any right now, but I'm waiting for them to pull back. So Exxon and Chevron are two companies I'm watching right now. They're not on my watch list, okay? but two companies I'm watching right now, but I don't think they're going to come down anytime soon, so I'm not going to touch it. Commodities are very difficult when they are trendy, right? Like it's right now, it's very difficult to get in, so I'm going to leave that. Communication, there's not that many companies in there that are Sharia compliant, so I'm going to leave it. There's non-dividend paying companies, but I'm not going to touch that yet. So what you see here is very much, it's not diversified portfolio, but you can see the two big sectors are technology and industrials. So that's why I'm trying not to buy as much as I basically can on these two sectors. I'm building healthcare, consumer staples, financials, materials, consumer discretionary. Consumer discretionary is my priority now. I'm going to build this at least to basically about 10-15%. So I do have some companies in there like Home Depot. I've got Nike I've added recently and so on. Okay, and real estate, I only have one company right now. I'm looking to build that as well. So there are a few basically sectors that I need to build more of, and that's probably what you will see. Technology, of course, it is absolutely amazing. The returns are absolutely wonderful, and for that reason I can't ignore it. So I do have some in that watch list. So I'm going to go through the watch list and explain how it works, and if you're interested, once you join us here, you will know how to use it as well. Okay, right, so this is my current watch list for October to December, so until the end of the year. So as you can see here, the yellow bits is where you need to change if you're making any changes. So what are you changing? You're changing the name of the base, the ticker symbol. So you add the ticker, all this information gets populated easy normally. You don't need to do any of that. Then you get your Morningstar price target. So price target from Morningstar. So for example, if we were doing Qualcomm, for example, this is the price, $140 per share is where the price is. Okay, so I will add that here, 140, and then I'll go to Seeking Alpha with the same information, and under ratings, Wall Street analysis, basic analyst, $137 and so on is the price. I'll add those two. Then what I've done slightly different here is I averaged that two prices. So one is intrinsic value, the other one is actually target price. Although it's a little bit weird, but I prefer that than just using one or the other. So then what I've done is average the two to give me 138 price target, and then I gave myself margin of safety of 5% for this company. Some companies margin of safety starts from basically 15%. One or two companies I might do 20%, and the reason I'm doing that is if I own a company and I'm up already quite a lot and the company is slightly riskier, okay, then I will use maybe 15 to 20%. If I own a company, or whether I own it or not, okay, and I feel like this is not a risky company, then I will add just 5%. So it is up to you. What is your risk appetite? Again, think about that. So the yellow bits is where you need to change, and this one you don't need to change. You just need to change the formula there. So that's 5, which is basically the 5%. So I'm going to change that to 10, for example, for this company, and press enter, and automatically it changed my ideal price entry. And that's all you need to do. So you don't need to change anything else. So that's logistically how to use this. That's out of the way now. So let's talk about the companies. We've got S&P Global. This company is really high quality company. I've talked about that recently. So right now my price target is $366 per share. So I will be adding as much as I can in the next few months. The next one I would like to build a higher, basically a little bit more position, then maybe add 2 more shares. And I've been saying this, but now I'm going to start actually buying it in the next few weeks. Okay, it's ASML. It has come down quite a bit. Okay, so I'm looking forward to actually adding more. The next one is Home Depot, $288 per share is where my price target is $268 right now. Okay, and sorry, 286 right now. So that's a buy for me as well. Thermo Fisher is Scientific. It's basically another company that's been on my watch list for a while. I'm looking for a company after I finish adding more AstraZeneca, another company that I can add to the portfolio that's in the healthcare, and I've identified this company to be high quality. The dividend is not a lot, okay, it's very, very small, but I don't mind that because I'm hoping the price appreciation will. This company is the total return is absolutely amazing. Now I need another company for the material, so as you've seen early, the material sector I've only got 8%, so I'm looking forward, basically looking for a company to add, and Lin is one of the companies I've identified. $379 per share is my target. Right now it's 366, so I might start buying it a little bit here and there. Visa is a company that I own, so for that reason I actually gave myself a margin of safety of 10%. For that reason it's not a buy right now. Air Products and Chemicals is another one. Okay, margin of safety of 15% because I'm up and I've actually owned the company. Okay, you might not want to do that. You might do 5% if that's what you wanted. Automatic Data Processing is an industrial company, so I'm not adding a lot to it, but it's 5% right now in terms of that. Still not, I'm still waiting for it to come back down. Mastercard is a high quality business. I really like the company. It's very similar, of course, to Visa. I've sold it a long time ago, and since then it hasn't actually gone up a lot. I'm looking forward to, hopefully, if it drops once they report in the next week or so, I'm looking forward to hopefully adding a bit more of Mastercard. I have a plan, and I'm going to share that with you guys very soon. There's a stock that is on my sell list right now. I'm considering selling that stock and possibly add this company. So I will let you know, inshallah, when I've actually done something about that, and I will share that with you. As always, I will share all of this with you guys. Okay, this is a okay, and they do a lot of the data centers, so they don't actually own properties, they own the data centers that is used by all the big boys out there. And it's been on my watch list for quite some time. The debt levels was quite high at some point. Now it has come back down. Basically, if it hits about 700, below 700, I'm gonna start looking into it, inshallah. Qualcomm is a no-brainer. It's a company that I own. It's been on my portfolio for a long time. It's down it's down a lot. I think I'm down almost to £500 or whatever it is right now. But their price, basically, after average out, is $131 per share, and right now is only just 100, and it's gone below 110 for quite some time now. So what I might do is just carry on buying. I think I own 40 shares, and I'm going to continue doing that. Now I do need another consumer discretionary stock, so I've identified Booking Holdings as one of the companies. They don't pay any dividends, but I don't mind that at all. So I'm gonna, and right now the way the economy is going, okay, I don't think many people will be booking holidays left and right. So if we get to recession times, whatever, and the stock even comes down quite a bit, I'm gonna buy it, because when the stock market change, when the economy changes, this is the kind of company that will actually start benefiting from that side of things. Okay, right now is doom and gloom. That's when you buy quality companies and forget about them. It is a quality company. They don't have just one product. They've got loads of different websites, loads of different products, and so on. So I'm looking forward to hopefully buying this company in the next few months, so between now and December, and see how things are. Another one is a Palo Alto Networks. I think I've given myself 20% in terms of margin of safety. The reason I did that is because I already own the company. I think I'm up about 15%. Let me just quickly check, or 15% or whatever it was. There you go, about 16%. So I'm up a lot already, and I own the company, and it's a very high risk stock. So for that reason, I've given myself 20%. So if it comes down to 209, 210, even 215 and so on, I might start adding a little bit more again. My average right now is $217 per share. So even if it gets to 210, 15 and so on, I might start adding. Right. So like I said, there's a process, and always make sure that you're not blindly buying stocks. Especially in this kind of environment, you need to look for high quality companies that have a high free cash flow right now. Because moving forward, if recessions happen and doom and gloom starts and whatever, okay, because everything else basically that's happening around us right now tells us maybe we're gonna we're heading for recession and things are not going to be great. And the companies that will survive is the high quality companies, okay, companies that have a pricing power, companies that have a wide economic moat, companies that can actually keep their customers without losing. There are some companies on this, of course, that don't meet that criteria, but companies like S&P Global, ASML, like ASML is basically monopolized the whole market just on its own. Okay, there's another couple of companies, but they are the go-to company when it comes to anything to do with the products that they sell. Home Depot's maybe not great, okay, they do have economic moat, but they have also Lowe's and a couple of other companies. But yeah, so you have to identify these companies and make sure that you are comfortable with. Okay, right, that's my watch list. This doesn't mean you should go away and buy them now. Of course, this is information comes from analysts and that could change anytime. There is a bit of a risk and so on, and that's why you should always have your margin of safety as high as possible, just to be safe, to safeguard your investment and your wealth, inshallah, moving forward. So this is my stocks that are basically I'm buying. The UK stocks, I'm generally buying a lot of them right now because I do believe they are discounted right now. Just to finish off the video, I've now created the daily watch list for the community. There are about 5 stocks on this one. I don't want to share it here, so if you're interested, this is for the community, come and join us. There's about 15 to 20 stocks on this one, okay, that you basically the community have requested. If you want to, again, just watch, basically join us on the Discord, inshallah, and you can get access to all of that. And I will be putting that now on this, basically on the list, so you should be able to download them automatically, inshallah. But yeah, that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. As always, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just giving you basically what I'm doing right now, just moving forward, inshallah. But please always do your own research, find out exactly what is basically that you investing in and so on. So all of this is just for me to kind of share my journey and to help basically as many people as I can possibly, inshallah, moving forward. Again, basically the portfolio is down quite a bit, so I will be adding the £300 for the month, for the week, inshallah. We're right now 50% utilization when it comes to, so I've still got about £10,000 on my ISA to add between now and December. That works out about £2,000 a month. But what I'm planning to do is now keep adding the 300, and then when we get to December and so on, I'll probably buy a lot more, inshallah, moving forward. And as always, I want to maximize my ISA account and then see what happens from there, inshallah. I hope you enjoying this type of content, transparency and everything else we're doing, inshallah. If you're on the Discord, just let me know, and if you have any questions, put them on the Discord. And if you would like to add or change anything about the watch list, also let me know. Have a wonderful day. Assalamu Alaikum.